Hi guys, today's video is History Paper 1 June exam. This is a grade 12 question paper. So guys, in order for you to benefit from this video, after I'm done asking the question or saying the question, you just need to pause the video and then try to answer for yourself. So this is History Paper 1, or you can just answer all of the questions here and then listen to the answers after you're done answering all of the questions. So I hope this question paper is visible to everyone. I really hope. So I'm just going to show the source on the screen, and I hope you guys see it. I will show it first because I can't show everything on the screen. I think if I show everything on the screen, it won't be visible. So I will show it first on the screen so that you guys could see. And if you want to make things easier for yourself, you could just download the source History Paper 1, and you just need to download the addendum, and then everything will be sorted. So you just need to download it and then store it on your phone, and then or your laptop, and then start learning here. So let me answer the questions here, and we're gonna pick question 1. As you know guys, if it's your first time writing history, let me tell you something. Answer at least one question in this section, but not more than 2 questions. The source material that is required to answer these questions is contained in the addendum. So this is contained in the addendum. So guys, I will show the addendum on the screen. Obviously I will show it. So I think after I'm done answering the question paper, you can just go back to the addendum and just check how I found the answers or how they found the answers. So I hope you guys learned from this video. So, and the essay, I'm not going to say the whole essay or something like that. And as you know guys, I have done many essays on this channel. If it's your first time, just know that I've done many essays on this channel. If you want essays and explanations, go to the description, click the link and go watch. That's it. I'm just going to be showing you what you need to elaborate when you're writing an essay. If I'm saying the whole essay, or if I'm just going to write the whole essay and it's 3 pages and I'm going to say it or read it here, it's going to make the video to be actually 1 hour or 2 hours, I'm sure. I don't know. So guys, let me begin. 1.1, 1.1.1, where according to source was West Berlin situated? Where? So let me say the answer. Deep within the surrounding GDR. 1.1.2, what evidence is the source suggests that East Germany's economy was struggling by 1961? Manufacturing was still fragile, there was a crisis of consumption, and distribution proved unequal to increased demand for even basic foodstuffs and clothing. 1.1.3, list 3 reasons from the source why Khrushchev ordered Western powers to evacuate West Berlin. This is a Ukrainian name or Russian name. Okay. The answer is 1 in 6 East Germany's left the country. Engineers and skilled workers were living in irreplaceable numbers. Those who stayed behind could also cause severe difficulties. Other answers are on the screen. 1.1.4. Okay. Explain what is implied by the statement, this massive brain drain forced the GDR into a struggle for survival. Okay. GDR could struggle because of shortage of skilled workers. GDR would have less in tax income. 1.1.5. Comment on what Khrushchev considered West Berlin as a festering sore in East Germany. Okay. West Berlin was a capitalist showcase in East Germany. West Berlin had better living and working conditions compared to East Germany. Okay, this is it. 1.2 guys, this is source 1B, and yeah, I'll put it on the screen so that you guys can see. So you can pause and read the source guys. 1.2.1 give 2 reasons from the source why President Kennedy decided not to evacuate West Berlin. Okay, first, our legal right to be in West Berlin is our legal right, ability to make good on the commitment to the 2 million free people of that city. Okay, 1.2.2 define concept free people in the context of the Berlin crisis of 1961. Okay, West Berliners who have the right to have freedom of choice and freedom of movement without interference from other countries. West Berliners who had the right to choose their own form of government. Okay, 1.2.3 what conclusion can be drawn from President Kennedy's statement that while we are ready to defend our interests, we shall also be ready to search for peace? Okay, Kennedy is stating that he is prepared to defend West Berlin against Russia aggression, but is open to negotiations for a peaceful solution to the crisis. Okay, that's it. 1.2.4 explain the reliability of this source to historians researching President Kennedy's reaction to the Berlin crisis of 1961. Okay, it is primarily source that gives first-hand information. Kennedy, the author of the source, was the president of the USA. Okay, now we are going to 1.3. I'll put the source on the screen so that you guys can see and pause and read. Unfortunately, guys, I am sorry, I cannot put everything on the screen. I just can't. So I'll just have to do things step by step. And to make things easier for you, you can, if you have 2 phones, you can just download the Addendum and check and put your source there. So okay, 1.3.1 what according to the source was the main reason Khrushchev decided to seal the border on 13 August 1961. Okay, there would be little and few workers going back and forth, little traffic. Okay, 1.3.2 why do you think the Western officials did not try to remove the barbed wire? Okay, they did not want to start a war with the Russians. Okay, that's it. Others you will see on the screen. 1.3.3 using the information in the source and your own knowledge, explain the impact of the Berlin Wall on the citizens of Berlin. Okay, many Berliners were separated from their families. Okay, free access to and from West Berlin came to an end. 1.3.4 define the concept spies in your own words. Okay, spies, a person employed by someone or government to secretly obtain information about their rival. Okay, rivalry. Okay, 1.4 consult source 1D. 1.4.1 explain the messages that are conveyed in the photograph. Use the clues in the source to support your answer. Okay, the photograph conveys that the wall was built by East Germany. The photograph shows that the barbed wire was replaced by the building of a physical wall, by the way. And the photograph shows that the wall prevented East Berliners crossing into West Berlin. Okay. 1.4.2 comment on the presence of the police during the building of the wall as depicted in the photograph. Okay. The police ensured that no one escaped during the building of the wall. The police had orders to shoot anyone who tried to escape. 1.5 explain how the information in the source 1C supports the evidence in source 1D regarding the Berlin crisis 1961. Okay. Source 1C states that Khrushchev sealed the border with West Berlin with the building of the wall whistled in. Source 1D visualizes the building of the wall. Okay. Source 1C mentions that the wall would be guarded, which can be clearly seen in source 1D, where soldiers are watching the construction of the wall. Okay. 1.6 using the information from the relevant sources and your own knowledge, write a paragraph about 8 lines, about 80 words explaining the reasons for building of the Berlin Wall. So, okay guys, this one needs to be long. West Berlin, situated deep within the surrounding GDR, represented problems for GDR. East Berlin economy struggled. The GDR was not self-sufficient in the raw materials and lacking hard coal and iron. 1 in 6 East Germans left the country. Engineers and skilled workers were leaving the irreplaceable numbers. This massive brain drain forced the GDR into a struggle of survival. West Berlin, a festering sore on the GDR, Kennedy stated that Allied presence in the West Berlin and access Taranto connect be ended by any act of Soviet government. Kennedy states that the choice of war is largely USSR's. Kennedy does not want military consideration to dominate the thinking of either East or West. East Berliners were still escaping to West Berlin and wall guarded by police to ensure that no escapes. Okay, that is it, guys. You can see on the screen. Okay. After you're done, you just skip the other ones and go to the essay. So how can you write the essay? Let's see. I've done many essays here, and especially Vietnam War and Independence of Africa. I've done this essay, and also the Black Power movement. I've done it, guys. I've done every essay on my channel. Go to the link and click there and watch the explanation of the essay if you want, and watch the essay. So okay, guys. Let's go. Okay. Question 4. We're gonna deal with question 4, which is this is the Vietnam War essay. Okay. What should you do to write this essay and write it properly? Okay. Synopsis. Candidates need to agree or disagree with the statement. In agreeing with the statement, they should explain how DM's refusal to have election lead to the guerrilla war and ultimately the US involvement to prevent Vietnam from becoming a communist state. Okay, you heard that right. I hope you guys listen very carefully. Candidates should include the following aspects in their responses. Introduction. Candidates should take a stance by explaining why they wanted to unite Vietnam and why they decided to oppose the US involvement in the war. Okay, guys. Here is what you should elaborate when it comes to Vietnam War. I will just show them on the screen, guys. Here is what you should elaborate. That's why the essay should be 3 pages long. And I just hope that when you write, your writing should be a little bit big, so that the pages will be 3 pages long. Okay. Elaboration. Vietnam was divided along the 7th parallel into North and South Vietnam. These things need to be elaborated, need to be explained. You explained them. You explain them when you're writing your essay. Geneva Agreement promised elections to unite the country by 1956. North Vietnam was communist while South Vietnam was capitalist. The US gave unconditional support to South Vietnam. Diem's refusal or refused to have the elections fearing communist takeover. Viet Cong was formed to overthrow Diem's and to unite Vietnam. Viet Cong supported the Viet Minh via Ho Chi Minh Trail. When Viet Cong looked like winning the guerrilla war, the USA decided to intervene. USA wanted to prevent the spread of communism in the Southeast Asia and the domino effect. USA sent weapons and adversaries and failed. USA introduced safe village policy. Viet Cong opposed. Viet Cong farmers by day in freedom fighters by night. USA launched Operation Rolling Thunder to destroy Ho Chi Minh Trail. Failed LED to more support for Viet Cong. Viet Cong launched the Tet Offensive. 1968 captured about 80% of towns and villages. Tet Offensive turned public opinions against the war. Operation Ranged Hand used chemicals to destroy forest, Agent Orange, and crops. The USA sent young and inexperienced soldiers to Vietnam. Highly effective use of guerrilla tactics by Viet Cong frustrated American strategies. The USA the US used search and destroy missions, which resulted in large numbers of civilians' deaths. And the My Lai massacre dictated the image of USA. The media applied pressure on US government to withdraw from the war. Students and dismament movement protested U.S. involvement in the war. President Nixon's Vietnamization policy. USA withdrew all troops by 1973 and North Vietnam took control of Saigon in 1975. Vietnam became a united country under a communist regime. Okay. So you just need to explain all of these things, guys, so that your essay will be 3 pages long and then you get a high marks. So there's no point for me to write a 3-page essay. What I've explained on my channel many times, and I write for you a 3-page essay and I say it here and it takes 1 hour or 45 minutes, then you don't even memorize it when you're going to write your essay, because in the exam room you will be alone. So let's go. Let's say you also choose independent of Congo. So this is what you elaborate when it comes to this one. Let me start with synopsis. Candidates need to critically discuss the attempts of Mobutu Sese Seko implemented to address the Congo's political and economic challenges after gaining independence from Belgium in 1960. Main aspects: candidates should include the following aspects in their responses. Introduction: candidates need to critically discuss whether Mobutu's attempts to address the Congo's political and economic challenges failed or not. Okay, guys. Political challenges. You need to start and elaborate these things. Political challenges. Belgium Congo became independent on 30 June 1960 with Joseph Kasavumbu as the president and Patrice Lumumba as prime minister. The Congo crisis started when Moise Njombe declared Katanga independent and Mobutu Sese Seko came into power through military coup. Joseph Mobutu established a one-party state. He banned and suppressed all opposition parties and violated the human rights of his opposition through political repression, and he ruled by decree and controlled all appointments and promotions. In 1974, Mobutu introduced the policy of Zionization. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing the word right. The period of independence in the Congo was characterized by violence and political upheaval. The Congo was highly fragmented along ethnic lines with leaders competing. Mobutu emphasized the importance of the Africanization of their political system. He regulated democracy as an un-African and Western imposition. Mobutu developed a personality cult, Mobutuism, around himself. He was called the father of the nation, and his deeds were endlessly praised in songs and dances. Mobutu Sese Seko remained as president for life between 1960s and 1970s. Mobutu Sese Seko created a kleptocracy where a group of appointed public officials abused the position. And then you are not done. You start explaining the economic challenges. Mobutu implemented a very effective economic strategy after independence. Inflation was halted. The currency was established, output increased, and government debts were kept low. He nationalized the country's coal mining industry. Mobutu introduced the policy of Zionization and replacing skilled foreigners with unskilled locals. He nationalized 2,000 foreign-owned small businesses without compensation. He placed those businesses under the control of his own political allies and family members. He enriched himself at the expense of his own people. The foreign-owned businesses went bankrupt due to poor management and corruption and maladministration. Corruption became prevalent. The gap between the elite and ordinary citizens widened. Okay, elitism and nepotism became a key features of the economy. Zaire became a kleptocracy. The Congo lacked a vibrant manufacturing sector. The Congo had a few qualified technicians and engineers. The Congo lacked oil reserves, so the country suffered an economic crisis when oil prices rose in 1970s. The country plunged into crisis. Mobutu implemented a retrocession. Foreign owners were asked to return. Very few returned. And the economy collapsed and the Congo became more dependent on foreign aid and investment. And then, yeah, you can explain others. So you just need to explain everything here that I've listed, then your essay will be 3 pages long. So guys, make sure you subscribe, and for more questions you can just ask on the comments. Just ask on the comments, and yeah, and go watch the explanation of the topics. The link is on the description, guys. The link is on the description. You can just click there and you can watch the explanation of the topics, and maybe it will help you write your own essay to be 3 pages long, and stop complaining that the essay is too long. So guys, subscribe, like the video, share the video. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.